Students, let's move on to the next module, which is absolutely similar to the previous module. A statement will be given to you. We need to identify whether that situation represents an AP or not, or forms an AP or not. So let's see how we do it. The next sum is, in which of the following situations does the list of numbers involved make an AP and why? The question is the cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it cost is rupees 150 for the first meter, so that becomes your first term, and rises by 50 for every subsequent meter. What is important for us to understand here, the list represents the cost of digging the well, right? So let's make a list of cost of digging the well for the subsequent meters. What do? Cost for digging each subsequent meters are as follows. For the first meter, the cost is 150 rupees. Simple. So for the first meter, 150. So the first term becomes 150. As simple as that. Now what is happening, for every additional meter, the cost increases by 50 rupees. So for the next meter, it is 150 plus 50, which is equal to 200. For the third meter, it will be 200 plus 50, which is equal to 250, right? Now the list is ready. What we need to do is we need to find the difference between the two consecutive terms. So let's find the difference between the consecutive terms. The difference is 50. The difference is 50. And because the difference is the same, we come to a conclusion that the given sequence or the given situation is definitely an AP, right? Simple. Let's move on to the next sum. The next sum is interesting. The amount of money in the account every year, so that would represent the list, when rupees 10,000 is deposited at a compound interest of 8% per annum. So what will be the first term here? 10,000. And then how do we find the next terms? Go on increasing it by 8%. Like in that volume wala sum, the initial was V, and then we were going on removing 1/4. Then first we removed 1/4 of V. Then we removed 1/4 of 3/4 of V, like that, subsequent, right? Let's understand. The first is the initial amount deposited is rupees 10,000, right? And we are finding the list of amount of money for the successive years. So 10,000 is the initial money. So 10,000 becomes your first term. Very, very simple. Now let's see how to find the next term. We all know one thing, that after 1 year, if you need to calculate the amount is always equal to whatever is the principal plus the interest. So here the principal is 10,000 rupees and interest is 8%. 8% of what? 8% of the principal, right? In other words, if this is the principal, how to calculate the interest? The rate is 8% per annum. So interest calculation will be like 8% of the principal, that is rupees 10,000. Clear? So what do we get? We get 8 upon 100, that's 8%, that is into the principal, that is 10,000. 0, 0 cancel. What is the interest amount that we are getting? We are getting the interest amount as 800. So 10,000 plus 800, the next amount is 10,800. That becomes the next amount. Is this thing very, very clear? We are finding the list of amounts. Now to find the next number, what we need to do? We need to now consider 10,800 as the principal. First the principal was 10,000. Because it is compound interest, the next principal now becomes 10,800. 8% interest, right? On this, again we need to calculate 8% of 10,800 this time. That would be the interest. 8% of 10,800 will be 8 upon 100 into 10,800. 0, 0 cancel. 8 into 108. You can easily calculate it. The answer will be 11664. So it's 10,800 plus 8% of 10,800. You get the answer as 11,664. So that becomes the next amount, the amount after 2 years, right? So we get the list of numbers here. The initial amount was 10,000. Then adding interest, it became 10,800, 8% interest. Adding another 8% to it, we get 11664. Now what we do? We find the difference between the two consecutive terms. Let's find. The first difference is 800. The second difference is 864. So is the difference remaining the same? No. So it is definitely not an AP. As simple as that.